Hello everybody, my name is Devin, welcome back to another Brawlhalla video. Please excuse me if I'm not stating anything correctly, because my wisdom tooth is acting up. Anyways, I just wanted to start with how Gen Z is screwed. The next generation, Gen Alpha, is more likely to have it worse, but let's stick to Gen Z first. I'm a part of Generation Z, and Gen Z is perceived by a lot of millennials as the lazy generation. But it isn't that we are lazy, but raised in a particular way that isn't the most optimal. We got 2 years of our lives stripped away by COVID, confined to our bedrooms, unable to socialize out of our online friend groups, finding it difficult to mature and learn in a proper environment. Every day we get bombarded with social media induced content influencing an entire generation's mindsets. When issues arrive, the older generation thinks all the solutions are on our cell phones, but that isn't quite the case. There's a reason why so many people nowadays are diagnosed with mental illnesses that weren't as relevant 40 years ago, and the pressure to mature as fast as possible due to these reasons shown on the screen just isn't viable for healthy human growth. Back in my day, we had to go out to socialize and to libraries to find information. It just isn't possible to have all the answers, especially since we lack the experience. Though we do have more answers to access, we have even more problems to figure out, like the situations made by the older generation, and sometimes it just isn't as viable or even beneficial to follow the advice given by strangers on the internet. And if Quora or Reddit doesn't have your answer, you're in a position where you must bestow your newly-founded knowledge to the rest of the internet. And if you really can't find your answer, you resort to other forms of coping or pleasing yourself to get your consciousness out of your reality, especially since going to therapy is socially considered a weak-minded move. People my age go smoking, vaping, drinking, all of which are used to either restore themselves or fit into social situations and societal expectations shaped by social media. There isn't even a right path to growing up anymore. Back then, you go through life as a student, go to university, get a job, and claw your position upwards. But especially with the number of high school and university dropouts who are 10 times more successful than you at your age, this majorly screws with the numbers of students' major goals and aspirations, forcing them to think that what they're doing is wrong. Then when we strive and work towards that set goal, other paths appear and hundreds of thousands of stimulants are shoved down our throats, forcing us to change goals and question our own actions, ethics, morals, and even our own beliefs. Dropshippers, crypto, affiliate marketers, online freelancers, all these jobs done by dropouts claim to have gotten so many students to become millionaires, when most of these are just sketchy schemes. Then trying to balance your self-control while doom scrolling on social media with schoolwork is another barrier students have to overcome, as social media is particularly programmed to keep you scrolling, and most content is altered to keep you from clicking off of them. This is why Instagram's new notification system of reminding you that it's late and time to click off is so valuable to people who lose track of time. You get to live so happily, lazily, and recklessly now. Can't be all that bad, right? We just have our chronically online red-pilled Andrew Tates, bootleg Andrew Tates, sigma males, alpha males, gamma males, alpha wolves, and all these brain-rot online terms used to describe and influence such a large portion of our population to think and act a certain way. This leads those who believe in these leadership philosophies, I wouldn't say philosophies, but rather harmful doctrines, to feel insecure when their principles don't align with these content creators. It's, in my opinion, the man-faced chicken nuggets and skibbity toilets are brain rot, but significantly less brain rot than these red-pilled influencers with their masterclass $50 coaching sessions that promise to make you millionaires. We joke about it a lot, but I genuinely believe that the non-educational short-form content out there on TikTok and Instagram Reels greatly worsened our attention span too. To retain the users' attention out there, you can't keep them without South Park on the bottom, Subway Surfers on the right, Cutting Sand on the left, and some brain-dead ad game made to aggravate you on the top. This brain-rot content out there is taken advantage of by both individuals and multi-billion-dollar corporations to attain user retention and generate ad revenue to reinvest into more brain rot. It's just a constant cycle that the general public cannot get out of, and businesses can't stop doing it because it's just best to generate revenue that way. We can't judge these corporations for doing business this way because the public feeds into this strategy by consuming this type of content. In turn, tactics like this generally are hated by consumers but can't be turned away from due to everyone's constant need for stimulation. And while you're listening to me, I allow you to look at my gameplay as well. It isn't your fault. We're shaped by our environment, and it just so happens that to retain your attention, I have this gameplay in the background so you can come back to listen to me anytime you want to after looking at my cool, awesome Brawlhalla content. But maybe you're just a genuine fan of me and my gameplay, and if so, thank you for going all the way through the video. If you really did make it all the way through and like this script type content, I believe you aren't a short form content consuming goblin, and to celebrate, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!